What up, YouTube? We got Bang Yongguk, AM 444.
AM 444.
I mean, could it be 444 AM?
It could be.
Let's find out. Looks like a watch, 24 karat gold. It probably is 444 AM. Maybe in Korea they just swap them.
Morning 444.
English subs.
올해도 세상을 열심히 맘걸었던 내게 전부 다 윗선이네. 고개를 떳떳하게 들어봤던 어린아이 사람들은 쳐다봐 멍청하게 발도 제 코스를 들이고 나서 어른들은 뻔뻔하게 걱정하니 돈으로 둘러싸인 가치관 삐뚤어져버린 그들의 나침반 마지막까지 날 감싸지만 그런 놈이 되려면 차라리 떠나지 난 함께 행복하게 달려왔던 동생들에 대한 존경 내겐 너만을 위해 내 가슴 속 가라버진 난 공격.
Wow.
매일 밤 나쁜 생각들로 외롭게 언제나 밤을 새지. 아무도 날 안아줄 필요가 없으니 양승의 애국국 담은 거지. 소주 한 잔에 슬픔을 맞춰 쉽게 결론했다는 거지야. 더 이상 격도 나질 않아 대체 나를 병신 새끼가 문제. 형 동생들에게 못하진 항상 난 한치 부끄럼 없이 살고 싶어서 이것을 망쳐놓은 새끼들은 배불리 살고 있잖아. 걔들이 남긴 피해 의식 답이 절대 신경 안 쓰듯이 무식한 것들을 싹 다 잊으려 했어. 이건 마치 공허한 먼지 내 왼손에 든 아이들처럼 내 사랑도 날 내 가슴 내 팬들은 내 두 손을 잡아 쓰러지지 않게 날 과감하소. 아노 날가 나노 현실의 무게감도 모두 내버려둔 채 그냥 울고 싶어. 필요한 것 같아 난 너의 식초 right. 매일 밤마다 흐르는 나의 노래 쓸게 없지 그냥 이건 내 고백. 내 할아버지 꿈으로 하는 고백. I know it, I know it, I know it. 간절히 나
Man, that's deep.
Heavy.
네가 이 세상에서 제일 외롭고 힘이 들 때 네 곁에 내가 두드려줄게. 안겨도 돼 그때 오늘은 내가 힘이 들 때 절대로 관심조차 없게 내 선물을 꺼져버려 위로 섞인 말 전부 의미 없네. 왜 상처는 의미는 내겐 no way 거짓말뿐인 사람들에게 매일 밤 악몽을 시달려 내버려둬. I'm just doing my things. 매일 밤마다 흐르는 나의 노래 쓸게 없지 그냥 이건 내 고백. 내 할아버지 꿈으로 하는 고백. I know it, I know it, I know it. 간절히 나 다 저리가 빌어먹을 그 세상 다 저리가 동정 묻은 시선 다 저리가 사랑도 왜 필요 없으면 저리가 다 저리가. I'm just doing my thing. Yeah, right. Everything's gonna be alright.
Just what you tell yourself. Well, 4:44 AM, no one's, you're either dead asleep or you're up for a very good reason. You know how he said, like,
That was his way of coping.
Yeah, I mean, set up in the middle of the night with a bottle of soju. We medicate ourselves in one way or another, whether it's, drugs, alcohol, K-pop. He kept referring to the relationship with his grandfather. He must have had a good relationship with his grandfather. Able to sort of, go to him when things weren't working out at home. For my situation, I'm here at Penn State getting my degree in industrial engineering. My dad did the same thing 35 years ago. He got his degree here in industrial engineering. He got straight A's. He was like one of those students because he just worked his butt off. So that's a high bar to set for me. And I remember I was failing calculus really bad, and I didn't even want to tell my parents. And I barely passed. Barely. And I was just like really down on myself. I remember talking to my grandfather about it. And my grandfather's a smart dude. He got his master's in physics from Drexel. And I was telling him, I was like, I was really struggling in calc, and he's like, well, did you pass? And I was like, yeah, I passed, but it's just barely. And he was like, sometimes you just gotta pass.
There you go.
And I was like, thanks, Grandpa.
It's always that wisdom that comes from
because he knows the large scheme of things. It doesn't matter if you, got an A or you got like just barely passed some calculus course. In the scope of life, it's all gonna be fine. And he knew that in his wisdom. But me and my narrow,
we're stuck in the
provincial,
here and now.
Our little bubble of not knowing. It's just we can get a little too wrapped up. And take things out on ourselves a little too much. So reflecting on this, what is it that really haunts us? What is it that constantly gets us down or keeps us awake at 4:44?
What has it up at 4:44?
What has you up at 4:44? Like whether it's your image of yourself,
gnawing at yourself,
the things you wish you could be doing, or the things that you wish you weren't.
Yeah. What
are those things? Maybe it's important to just take a step back and be like, yo, this is not as big of a deal as I think it is. Or just to say, I have control of my own life. These are all just my decisions, to be able to just say that.
I think we all have our different ways of dealing with it.
We do have our different ways, and I think it's important to have a support system where just talking to someone, they don't know why, they don't know how, but for some reason, when you're talking to someone, it helps you process it and helps you work through it. Now with him, he was more of trying to give a confession, and it wasn't helping him. It sort of had no cathartic moment. At the very end, nothing really wrapped up. He was basically just saying, this is my crappy situation, and it's not helped at all that I was able to talk about it. So that's him, but that's not you. We're social beings. We were created to be in a social situation. So, it's important to have friends and family and a support system to talk to about these things. I mean, I can't imagine what I'd do without, like, you and my friends and my parents in my life that I can just, when I have a crappy week, I can just call them and talk to them about it. Yeah. I think that's the big thing. Not even to have someone say, yeah, this is how you fix all your problems, but just be like, yeah, man, that sucks. Just don't listen to it, I don't know. I think just my opinion.
Yeah. Well, hey, like, comment, subscribe.
Thank you for watching. Thank you for the recommendation. And we will see you in the next video. Peace.